What's going on, welcome back to my channel. So I've seen a lot of people talking about this the last couple of days, man. Tracee Ellis Ross, she's an actress. Her mother's Diana Ross, legendary singer. She was on the Michelle Obama podcast, man. Yes, Michelle Obama, man. Ex-President Barack Obama wife, first lady. You know what I'm saying? She has a podcast now. And Tracee Ellis Ross was on there. And a lot of people just kind of got mixed feelings on what she said. But I just want to get my little reaction on it. Let's get into it.
I mean, we've talked about this, that often I date younger men. Mm-hmm. And a lot of it is because...
Let's stop on that, folks.
Oh my God, we had a great dinner.
We
had a great dinner, by the way, where across the table, your husband goes, "But why?" And I said, well, maybe because I can.
Yes, Parish. This is what I'm saying. Tales from Tracee's.
Now, right there, just off the bat, what she said. She can date younger men, which is cool, and that's a prerogative, you know what I'm saying? But just imagine if a guy says something like that right there, that he dates younger women. Man, they'll call that guy a creep, a predator, he's grooming. And that's a fact. You can't disagree with me on that, because that's how society is now. Anytime a man says something similar to that right there, they down him. You know what I mean? So
it's fun. It's very fun to share.
Tracee tale.
But
I'm sorry.
But one of the reasons, though, that because I had to ask myself that question, I was like, what is this about?
Yeah.
Because I want a partner. And so often, and it's not just that I'm old.
All right. So this woman, she's about 52, 51 years old, and she never married, don't have no kids. And the first thing she come out and says, she want a partner. And that's basically what a lot of women seem like they want today. You know what I mean? A partner, but you don't want a husband. I mean, that's what I would think you would say. I want a husband. You know what I mean?
Older. I'm also very embodied. I am a full, very whole person who knows myself, who is in charge of my life, and who lives a very full, just robust life. So it's not just age, it's like life experience and sort of a difference. But I had to ask myself the question, why? Why does this keep sort of coming up other than they're hot and gorgeous?
There's that.
But a lot of men my age are steeped in a toxic masculinity and have been raised in a culture where there is a particular way that a relationship looks. And anything that starts to smell of that for me, I did enough of it where I was controlled and felt like I was a possession or whatever those things were, or prize and I have no interest in it, and I will not do it again.
I mean, that's just a short clip. I don't have the whole video, you know what I mean? But just up that right there, how she feel, you know, that's her right to feel that way, you know what I mean? But then again, it's like you're 50-something years old, you don't have no kids. You're a beautiful woman, you know what I'm saying? You has your own money, you has your own career, you know, but then again, you still not married, you still don't have no kids, you know? And as a man like me, I would think that would kind of be a red flag, you know what I mean? All these years, you didn't try to get married. Nobody try to, you know what I mean, try to pop a baby in you. Nobody try to propose to you or nothing like that, you know. But then you go on this podcast and Michelle Obama, I'm going to talk a little on that too at the end. But you go on these podcasts and say stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, she done said similar stuff like this right here before in other interviews and stuff. But then again, it's like you don't want to, I don't know, I guess it's the older guys that she dated, they already set in their own way, and they probably already got their own money or whatever. So it's like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? A traditional man is just got your money. He might have his money, but then again, you his wife. You know, he probably don't even want you to work that much. You know, stay at home a lot of times, have the kids, stuff like that. Just a simple wife duties of keeping the house clean, home cooked meal, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But then again, it's like she don't want those type of guys. You know, she probably already passed up on a lot of good guys over the years, and now she's excluded to dating younger men. And to be honest with you, younger men probably don't even want to have a baby with her. Probably don't even want to, you know what I'm saying, marry her. So 9 out of 10, her talking like that right there, I'm thinking she basically just might want to just have sex with the guys, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? She basically just want to have sex with the young guys. And to be honest with you, man, as you get older, I don't think you would want to continue to sustain that. You know what I mean? They know the younger guys are being used by the younger guys, and you probably paying for a lot of stuff anyway, because most 9 out of 10, she might have a lot of more money than those younger guys anyway. So you gonna end up being maybe a sugar mama. So what are we really talking about here? You know? And so I don't know. So you just don't want to be married to a guy that is traditional, you know what I'm saying, has his own way of life and how things may be, you know, not just you trying to be a trophy wife and trying to force you to do things, but it's just simple stuff, as in y'all together, y'all husband and wife, you know what I'm saying, y'all come together as one and just do things that live a happy life, you know. But just on this clip right here, I can kind of see why she's single, to be honest with you, you know what I mean. And also, I just want to touch on Michelle Obama. I'm kind of surprised that Michelle Obama has a podcast dwelling in this right here, but she's not really a therapist. You know, that's my little opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think she should be dwelling these conversations with somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? When you think of Michelle Obama, first lady, you don't think topics like this right here will come up on a timeline on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You don't think she would be dwelling these type of conversations, you know. But I don't know. Maybe that's her new thing she's going into now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But y'all tell me what y'all think, man, about this whole situation. You know, y'all think Tracee Ellis Ross is right? That, you know what, she's a grown woman. She's up in age. She don't want to be told what to do and stuff like that. Then she's going to continue to date younger men. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, look, a guy will say something like that, they be talking down this guy. You know what I mean? But y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments, yo. Don't forget to like and subscribe.